Hey Taurus, this is Leo with Half Moon Tarot. I will be doing your February 2024 reading. I've already meditated over the cards and asked that Spirit bring whatever is necessary for you to hear, know, expect, and be prepared for, okay? So, Taurus, February 2024 looks like you are coming in with some imposter syndrome, right? With all of these swords, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the King of Swords, it looks like we're saying yes to a lot of things. And at the same time, you're thinking in the back of your head, how the hell am I going to do all this, right? I am not good enough to be this. I can't do all of this, right? And just know that if it comes to you, you are worthy of it and you can do it. Okay. It looks like with the trio of the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Swords, it looks like, this imposter syndrome can come from your childhood where you wanted to try something or do something or have an experience, and there may have been an adult in the space saying, you can't, you shouldn't, you couldn't do that. You can't do that because, right? And maybe those thoughts are coming up for you in this moment in time and you've said yes to these things and they seem beyond you. But Taurus, I can reassure you they are meeting you where you are. That is the indication of the King of Swords. These opportunities, these things that you've wished for that are finally coming into fruition, those things are what you have asked for and they are coming to you to meet you where you are. Okay. The King of Swords also talks about being a person of your word, right? So what we don't want to do is overbook ourselves, overwhelm ourselves, double book, triple book things that we can't make it to. There might these opportunities might come with some no's, right? We might have to physically say no to some things because we have overbooked ourselves or triple or double or whatever. And you have to maintain your word, right? So be a person of your word, show up and knock it out of the park, right? Because that's the only option, right? Getting through it is the only option. And if you get through it, you knocked it out of the park. You've had the experience. So when you do have that experience again, you will know how to be better prepared for it. Okay. The King of Swords also talks about somebody walking along their path and knowing that they can't go back to the old me, right? I cannot go back to the old me because this path that I'm walking on is too good. It's too fruitful. It's just too much. And I love it. I can't go back, right? This is somebody that has stood on their word. They said that they were going to do something and they did it. They accomplished it. That paired up with the Ace of Swords on the opposite side is like you put your head down, you worked for it, you grind for it, and it has become a reality for you. So don't think that is something that you are not capable of completing. Don't think it is something that you are not worthy of. You've worked for this, right? And the Four of Cups, we talked about that being your childhood coming up and people saying things that that they probably shouldn't have been saying to you, right? And I don't think that the adults in your world knew how limited of belief that they were implanting into you, saying what you couldn't do or what you can't do, right? Because you're too small, because you're a girl, because you're a boy, or because you're too big, whatever it is, they were planting in limiting beliefs that up until this month were winning, right? And now you've put your head down, you've grinded, and you've gotten here. You deserve it. So say yes to it, okay? The King of Wands, baby, that's all about saying yes. That is saying yes to forward movement. That is saying yes to me being the driver of my life. That is like me really pushing forward with my passions. And I think that that is the difference between somebody just being busy and passionately busy. It is like, Taurus, you are passionately busy this month. You are going after something that might have been in the dark for a long time that you may have put down and it got a little dust on it. So brush that dust off, blow it off, wipe it off, whatever you got to do, and get back to it. Whether that be an old hobby or an old idea, but it has never left you, Taurus. So whatever that is, really go after it, right? I can tell you that I am a Taurus moon, and I found myself the other night looking up piano lessons because I cried. I cried to my mom when I was younger about getting piano lessons. Please let me have piano lessons. I would beg her, and she would tell me no. And I can't remember if she told me I couldn't, or, I shouldn't, or I couldn't because of this, that, and the other. But I do remember the no, right? And here I am now in my 30s looking up piano lessons because I was like, you know what? I'm going to take them. I'm going to finally take those piano lessons that I wanted at the age of 7. Okay. So whatever that old hobby is, Taurus, it is time to dust it off. Let's pick it back up. This is what you are passionate about. So let's be passionately busy instead of busy, because busy just takes us nowhere. Right? We have to have this forward movement in this King of Swords. We have to be pushing forward towards something, right? And it really puts you in the captain seat of your life instead of riding passenger seat, okay? And allowing somebody else to do that. I think that the Sun card, I think that this is a beautiful card to come at the end of this, because it really lets me know that once you step into this, I would call it a challenge, right? Once you step into this different perspective, this different world, this challenge, right, of yourself being in this, being in the driver's seat. Once you step into that, you will uncover and discover things about yourself that you might have forgotten, or you will uncover and discover things about yourself that that you didn't realize, right? And I think that is going to be a beautiful thing for you to recognize, to realize about yourself. And I think that right now, this is a pivotal turning point for you to learn a grand lesson, a big lesson, because the Sun is a major arcana. And if you want to rediscover yourself in a different light, then you will be able to move forward with this passion that you are so driven towards, right? And the Tauruses know who I'm talking about. If this doesn't resonate with you, baby, let it fly. Go to the next video, whatever it is that you got to do, because the Tauruses that I'm talking to, they know exactly what I mean. This is something that has been itching at them, and maybe they didn't know a way to open the doors to that opportunity, but I think this month you're going to find a way. And if you're coming into this month with that opportunity on the table already, take it, because you've been grinding towards it, right? And if this is something that you've been doing a little research on here and there, you've been, dabbling in it a little bit, now is the time to dive deep, right? Because like I said, this could be a turning point for some of my Tauruses to really unlock themselves in a space of happiness, in a space of feeling comfortable. So going from the imposture in the beginning to really embodying it. You're going to be embodying this passion, these things that you've always wanted to do, Taurus, right? But don't let that 7 of Swords get in your way. Don't let the thoughts and that 4 of Cups, that those emotional triggers and these thought-provoking triggers step in front of you and what it is that you want to do. Step with the King of Wands. Move forward, passionately forward towards your goal, what it is that you want to do, especially for those that have been grinding. Don't let that grinding go to waste. Don't let it be in vain. This is your opportunity to move forward with that. And I'm not saying that the people of the adults, that they were bad people, like I said before. They just didn't know any better. Right? They didn't know any better, right? So now is our opportunity to teach them better, okay? This is our opportunity to show them all of the possibilities, all the many different facets and talents of you, okay, Taurus? As well as you figuring out your own talents and your own facets, right? This could be a beautiful month for you, Taurus, but it is up to you to figure it out. It is up to you to take that imposter syndrome out, leave those thoughts behind, remove the emotional triggers, and move forward with what it is that you want to do passionately, all right? This has been your February 2024 reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.